Excuse me? Did Yhwach just get killed? What is going on? Welcome one and all to the final Bleach Saturday of part 2 of the 1000 Year Blood War arc anime. I shaved and everything for this very special day. This is hugely exciting. In a weird way, I'm actually more excited for the penultimate episode that we're about to watch, as opposed to the finale, though of course that could quite easily change. The reason being is that I'm sure the finale will be good. Excellent even, based on what I'm assuming is going to happen. Crucially, I feel like I have some idea as to how it will play out. Maybe, maybe not. But episode 25 feels like a real mystery to me in many ways. I've got high hopes, as you know, for the battle between the Zero Division and Yhwach's Schutzstaffel, if such a battle even happens, and I am really hoping it does. I am hoping this is where we'll see it play out. I mean, I'd love to see the Zero Division in action, maybe even some Shikai if that's not too much to ask. I want my boy Askin to get back up on his feet. There's going to be a lot going on. To be honest, I'm looking forward to this so much that I kind of just want to dive right in, and I'm sure you do too. At the time of recording, episode 26 hasn't actually been released yet, though I'm sure it won't be long now. But without further ado, let's begin our live reaction of episode 25 of the 1000 Year Blood War arc, titled The Master, which is a badass name, by the way. And of course, as always, I'll be watching the episode from the perspective of someone who has read all of the 1000 Year Blood War arc, so expect potential spoilers for the entire arc to come as we go through the episode. Alright everyone, for the second to last time in part 2 of the 1000 Year Blood War arc, let's dive right in to the episode. Okay, we're back in Sternritter. We're immediately not doing what I thought we would be doing. Oh, Yushiro. Okay. We've gone ahead in time. A little bit. Not a lot, but this is during the Yhwach fight. I thought this episode was going to be predominantly playing things out retroactively, 602, 603, 604, so this is intriguing. This is cool though, because of course the Vizards all showing up. By the way, the artwork already, this looks amazing. The Vizards already showing up. This is getting everything ready for that little intermission between the second invasion and the Varvelt arc, so this is cool though. I can't believe we're here. I'm very, very intrigued. I'm so intrigued to see how this core ends. This whole little situation between Hiyori and Kisuke was always so nice to see because, well, first of all, it was their first interaction, I think, since Term at the Pendulum. At least kind of on screen talking to each other like this. And she still has not got it. She hasn't got a great opinion of him because, of course, he is a big picture character. I feel like Yushiro was such a random, very last minute addition to the story. In fact, I think, in terms of the story, in terms of the source material, Yushiro was the final character to ever receive a name title card. But of course, that's not true here, because Robert Akutrone hasn't actually had one yet, so... And I'm assuming this episode may be the very last time we see him, so... Interesting. Yeah, Yushiro being here... I mean, that's a sign to me that we are like entering the final third of this arc, essentially, which is kind of crazy, considering we have 2 cores left. Okay, so... Not starting the episode how I anticipated it, but nothing wrong with that. Alright, the Royal Palace. Here we go. The end of the last episode, 604 at this point. I wonder if maybe we're going to see Ichibei versus Yhwach this week then. So, some of it anyway, because we saw that Yushiro scene, which is 606 or 607, something like that. Oh no, back to new stuff with Oetsu. Oh, come on. Oh man, Gerard looks like a pile of clothes on the floor or something. I love Oetsu's little... Which one of you is the successor again? That's great. Okay, so they're kind of mixing Ichibei versus Yhwach with kind of presumably everything else that's going on. Oh, the artwork is so good again this week. If it's this good again next episode, which I'm assuming it will be, then what an incredible final trilogy of episodes this is going to be. This looks amazing. Ichibei drawing his seal. But... This has the potential, I think, to outclass the end of the first core. Episode 13 was something pretty special, to be fair. Yeah, so we're now just fully starting Ichibei versus Yhwach. That's interesting. Yeah, Yhwach can't speak. That's really cool that they've now kind of been threading that in since 1,000 years ago when he's been saying his name so carelessly. I love that. Ichibe's kind of reishi hands and feet look pretty awesome. And this music's cool as well. But of course, this is Ichibe not really trying to kill Yhwach at this point. He's just like casually swatting him back down to Seirete. I love the way Yhwach's voice echoes across the air. She's like, Sankt Borgen. And he stabs himself with an arrow. I mean, that's such an awesome way to start the fight. Of course, this is only the setup, so maybe they will cut back after this, perhaps. I got high hopes for this battle. I really do. This fight deserves to be on the same kind of tier as the Fire, Yamamoto versus Royd. And right now they are, I'd argue they're doing a good job of setting it up. Ichibe looks amazing there. Here we go. Oh, but we're back to, okay. This is all new. This is all new now. We're in Hashwolf drawing his sword. Are they seriously going to try and take them on themselves? It's going to be Hashwolf and Uryu versus everyone. Very interesting, if so. I don't see how they can win. I mean, I don't know what's going on now. Something is happening to the Cage of Life? Okay. How has the Cage of Life just been split in half? Hikifune rushing into action. I don't know what power you used. Was that supposed to be the balance activating there? Because countering Oetsu's good fortune of taking out all of the Schutzstaffel, perhaps? But I love seeing her rebuilding it. That's so cool. Okay, everyone's fight. Here we go. Oh my god. Yeah. So Tenjiro can summon water. We knew that. That's cool. Uryu versus Senjumaru. Battle of the Seamsters. Whoa, Senjumaru's... That's Senjumaru with her spider arms jabbing with these needles. That's exactly the sort of thing I wanted to see. Treat yourself to a sunbath. Is this Kimpika? Yes! What does it do? Hashwolf using Front Shield? Askin's got to be getting back up. If Oetsu's got nothing to do, Askin has to be getting back up. Yep, there we go. End of 601. Oh, man, what is going on? Hold on a minute. So, Tenjiro's fighting Hashwolf, who's using Front Shield, and he's activated Kinpika. We don't quite know what it does yet, unless it's just a Blade of Light. And Uryu versus... Oh my god. If we get to see Senjumaru Shikai as well. You can tell I'm excited, because I'm talking over my boy, who looks awesome here. Don't quite know when he got this cut on his face, but... Oh, I love that they're including this, because he's the only one of the Schutzstaffel who's able to get back up on his own. Pre-Ausvalen. Yeah, the Ausvalen's just not happened yet. Yeah, the Ausvalen hasn't happened yet, and Yhwach's now begun his fight properly. Oh, man, I feel Askin, I think he's got to be on the thumbnail. Now that he's finally doing something, I've got to put him on the thumbnail, I reckon. As long as he has a good image to use. Yeah, I mean, so their fight is very similar to 602 so far. It's playing out exactly the same. Which leads me to believe the ending won't be any different. That does make sense, though, because then Askin will be revived later on. Also, Askin's voice actor, man. I remember first hearing it in Brave Souls and thinking, like, this is not what I expected. But he just sounds really awesome. Oh, God, he looks so good as well. He's drinking the blood like a vampire or something. Uryu versus Senjumaru is actually happening as well. So is Hikifune going to be the one playing the support role, perhaps? I love seeing Senjumaru kind of just going in like some needle spider. What is this? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that's so cool. She's just caught Uryu's licked Regen on an umbrella that she fashioned out of Kinpika. Oh, wow, okay. So it's just it is a blade of brilliant light, but it doesn't seem to be interesting. Whoa, Tenjiro is going completely ham. Wow, that's a cool clash. I love the way Kinpika looks absolutely amazing. Excuse me? Did Hashwolf just get killed? What is going on? Askin outlasted Hashwolf, so Hashwolf's going to get rezzed by the Ausvalen as well. Tenjiro just completely put him down with, like, very minimal effort. Okay. Well, I mean, I did say that I didn't think they'd be able to take them on their own, but Hashwolf apparently can't even defeat Tenjiro. I say can't even, but the Zero Division are clearly being made out to be a lot more powerful here than they were in the source material, which is obviously a good thing. This just makes Askin that much more impressive. But, I mean, when someone hits Hashwolf's front shield, or when misfortune occurs, I don't know. I don't understand how Hashwolf's balance hasn't seemingly done anything. But, I mean, he's dead, apparently. That's kind of blowing my mind. Like, I love that Askin's fight is playing out as normal, but I kind of just want to go back and rewatch that moment. Is Uryu going to die as well? Askin looks so awesome. That's a pretty good shot. So, apart from Oetsu versus Askin, this has all been totally new. So, Kinpika we saw in action, which is better than we got in the source material. We didn't really find out what it does, but I guess it's just a blade of probably searing hot light. Maybe Sunbath actually means something and I just don't know what it is. Now it's back to... Oh no, that is his Shikai. Oh no, that's his that's his sealed Zanpakuto with the lid removed off, the sheath, essentially. Oetsu finishing it. Oh yeah, that's cool. So that's kind of funny that two of those fights have ended in basically the exact same way. With the sort of final anime clash. I can't believe that Hashwolf just got like immediately killed. I mean, obviously he's coming back, but that's the kind of like bold move that I just didn't expect the anime to make. I gotta be honest. I freaking love this bone umbrella as if Senjumaru couldn't look any more amazing. And I love that she's just like captured his arrows as like raindrops. She looks so cool. That and now she can throw them back at him as well, apparently. Senjumaru looks absolutely perfect here. Like, she looks perfect. Oh yeah, so Hikifune is kind of just a support role. Oh jeez, this is another one of those episodes where I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I can't believe what's going on. I would say at least so far they have delivered in terms of a Squad Zero battle, purely from the perspective of they actually don't look like chumps now. They actually look like they're extraordinarily powerful. Considering Tenjiro just put down Hashwolf like he was nothing, basically, I can absolutely believe that these guys are supposed to be stronger than the Gotei 13, which is the crucial difference. Yeah, this is kind of weird that we're seeing so much of the Ichibei versus Yhwach fight. I thought that was supposed to be next week, really. Which, again, is kind of getting me excited for next episode now, more than I was originally, because I thought... I mean, we're only really at the beginning of this fight. Also, the anime is doing a really good job of showing how hard it is for Yhwach to swing his sword, now that he's had his arm cut in half, his name. Yeah, I love all that. That's great. When is the Owl's Valen going to happen? Yhwach just smacking against the walkway is brutal. I guess he's just, Yhwach now. So we are still only really at the beginning of this fight. I think we've still got a decent amount of time to go, so it's very cool seeing the Zero Division actually kicking ass for once. Here we go. Chapter 603, what the hell? The visual of Giselle kind of like, I don't know, taking chunks out of Bambietta's flesh almost is, I mean, it's very zombie, I know, but Giselle's eyes like glowing, that's a really cool effect though. I wonder why that's happening. Is that supposed to indicate that her life force is being restored to her from the blood? Stuff being a Bambietta fan. I'm not like a crazy Bambietta fan or anything. If you are a Bambietta fan, I think it must be pretty tough. I love as well that Lil Toto just arrives and like treats this like it's a totally normal thing. That Giselle that is cool. That is such a cool visual of Giselle's eyes gleaming along with the wings. That's really awesome. Oh man, we're about to say goodbye. We're about to say goodbye to Robert. Will we get his shrift? Probably not. I still think we might see Maninas and Candice again. This is so far exactly how it was. Oh, they're a soldat. Why are they soldat? Interesting. So Yhwach's going to do his Owl's Valen now? Which makes a lot of sense, considering he's just lost half of his power. Yep, here it comes. That's a really cool effect. I love this, like a black hole in his hand. That's so cool. He's interesting. He's having to say an incantation. This is very different to the source material. I always wonder how Kubo comes up with these incantations. That black hole effect is really awesome, though. Whoa. The Owl's Valen looks incredible comparing... I mean, I know it's not overly fair, but it looks incredible here. Okay, no Robert scene just yet. I love the church bells. Always such a good motif. No, Robert, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense. We've had the entire little arc playing up to him getting killed. Unless we're just going to see him get struck on the ground. This looks incredible, though. There's Nanana getting absorbed. But no Robert. This looks really fantastic, though. Oh, there they are. Told you. Candice and Meninas. I knew they'd be back. Oh, wow. They just got... Okay, so Quincy are dying. All of the Soldat are being absorbed as well. This is new. Okay, Basby's getting fried, but Basby's not dying. You know what? I think this is very interesting. You know what? If Meninas and Candice are still alive after this, then they have made a very, very good change to the way the Al's Valen works. What they have done is they have had Yhwach use it on every soldier down below, including the Soldat, and the Sternritter are strong enough to survive it, but the Soldat are being turned to skeletons. So that's why we're not seeing Robert, I presume? Which means he's going to survive this scene? Is that right? The Al's Valen looks absolutely incredible. Like, they've done an amazing job on that. And it collects the power and gives it back to the Quincy. That's so cool. Yeah, so if Meninas and Candice... The Al's Valen, that sheer amount of collected Quincy power just obliterated the Cage of Life. That's awesome. They've made the Al's Valen out to be a much bigger deal here, which makes a lot of sense because it is a big deal. And now it's raining power down upon them. I mean, that is such a great visual. Pernida. That's Pernida's Vorstendig. Their hands. Yeah, they're actually getting their holy forms. In the original chapter, they just had, like, nondescript angelic wings. That was actually Pernida's... I love the colour of Gerard's. That looks amazing. Oh, there's Lil Barrow's wings! Okay, hold on a minute. So they've got, like, small versions of their holy forms. Like, they've got the basic versions. Oh, man. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. So I think they've... Unless that's supposed to be Robert's skeleton, but I seriously doubt it. I love Pernida's holy form, his little hands. So is next episode going to be a proper fight between these two sides? I can't be dealing with these episodes at the end of this call, man. I can't believe... Again, we need to see the outcome, which maybe will be in the next episode. I'm going to watch it basically as soon as I'm done here, if it's out. But I think that's a total net positive in terms of how the Al's Valen is depicted. So maybe Robert's still alive, which means he'll show up later on. But if the Sternritter are all strong enough to survive the Al's Valen, and it's the Soldat who are all killed, first of all, that's kind of crazy, because that means Yhwach is just completely cut off that battle for his side. And I guess that makes sense, because at this point he only cares about the battle in the Royal Palace, but first of all, I like it because that is a lot more power being taken up. The Al's Valen in general was just made a much bigger deal here in the episode, which I think is a much better idea, because it's the turning point of the entire fight for the Quincy. Yeah, so the inconsistencies around the Al's Valen might actually be solved. Because Basby and Nanana both got struck directly, and Robert did as well, and Robert was the only one who died. And it made no sense, especially since Basby literally tells Hashwolf later on, those that were struck by the light perished. So now... Okay, we've got an end credit scene. This is 605, I think, with Kyoraku. So, yeah, they might... Which also makes me wonder if this is being done preemptively to fix the end of a fight towards the end of the series. And if you know what I'm talking about. Ukitake! You know what I'm talking about. So I think Ukitake is supposed to have a lot more to do in Core 3, which I damn well hope so. But so far, this is exactly the same as his first appearance in the second Quincy invasion. By the time it's over. Oh man, this is all so exciting. Oh, the Kamikake looks very cool. Very sinister. I guess you can push yourself to some degree. I hope so. I hope he actually does something. What if Ukitake, like... I'm getting way ahead of myself, but what if Ukitake, like, fights Robert or something? I mean, that would work. Kyoraku just said, I just need to go grab a drink. That completely changes the implication of his line. His original line in the chapter was, I'm going to visit the Central 46, and it was pretty obvious that he was going to speak to Aizen. I mean, I assume that's what he's doing anyway. That chapter title, Black, the way it was all covered in darkness. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, wow, that was... I just can't deal with these episodes that are, like, totally different. Or not totally different, but there's, like, so much going on. So, what did we get? We saw Kinpeaker actually in action. It doesn't seem to have any special abilities outside of the fact it seems to be like a searing hot blade of light, which is really cool. Capable, apparently, of killing Hashswarth with, like, no issue. We saw Senjumaru actually fighting with Uryu. No Shikai, but, I mean, I love seeing her actually just crafting that umbrella with threads, which then caught Licked Reagan and sent it flying back. I mean, that's amazing. Askin versus Oetsu happened, which was very cool. So Hikifune was really the only one who didn't do too much, though we did see her fixing the Cage of Life on the fly, which was cool. I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on. The Ausvalen inconsistencies potentially being fixed. I'm so happy about that sort of thing. I tell you what, though, this really does beg some questions, right? Like, if Robert is still alive, that's a major diversion for his character. And at which point, what's canon at this point? Like, for me personally, I would rather Robert stayed alive for a little bit longer. Maybe he did something else. Maybe he fights Ukitake. Maybe he goes and... Spoiler alert. Maybe he goes and helps the other Quincy go to the Royal Palace. Either way, I prefer that. Although his death scene is quite cool in the source material, this is a big change. And this, the kind of small holy forms of the characters as well. I didn't expect Lils to be green. Something about Gunslinger Quincy's and having green holy forms, apparently. Pernida, we actually saw Pernida's holy form, which makes me wonder if we'll see it in their actual fight. Also, if these are like their smaller versions, because obviously Askin, for example, had his wings, but like small versions, and he didn't have his visor or anything like that, is he going to use Sclaverai in his final battle to enhance its power? Are they all going to do that? I don't know. I'm so excited. I need to go and watch episode 26, and then we're done with part 2, which feels crazy to say, but yeah, wow. Again, another great episode. It was so good. They feel like they just totally delivered, and I'm really excited. It's like I called this at the start of the video, when I was like, I may end up being more excited for the finale than I think I am because of what happens in this one. That's exactly what happened. I really hope we get, again, I feel like I asked for a lot. But, you know, I'm a big fan of this arc, and I'm very excited, and I hope that next episode we get an even, a continuation of the fight between the Royal Guard and the Schutzstaffel. I'd love to see that. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm all over the place. I need to collect my thoughts. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of episode 25? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please do let me know. I would say I need to go and decompress, but I'm probably just going to go and watch episode 26. So this is a crazy day. Yeah, really, really happy. Hashswarth just got killed. I know he's back on his feet, but that is a real testament, I would say, to Tenjiro and how beastly the Zero Division actually are, which is really cool to see. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit subscribe if you did for more Bleach content like this every single week. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, until next time, I'll catch you later. And I'll see you then.